The concept of dedicating a single hour of every day to a specific, intentional purpose is not merely a suggestion for productivity, it is a fundamental restructuring of the human experience. We often view our lives as a series of grand gestures, major career shifts, sudden bursts of inspiration, or monumental achievements, yet the reality of transformation is far more granular. It is found in the quiet, disciplined margins of the day. When we commit 60 minutes to a singular focus, we are not just practicing a skill or gaining knowledge, we are engaging in a compound interest of the soul. This hour serves as an anchor in a world characterized by fleeting attention and superficial engagement, allowing for a depth of character and mastery that cannot be achieved through sporadic effort. Consider the architecture of a typical day. For most, time is a resource that is reacted to rather than commanded. We wake to the demands of others, respond to the urgency of digital notifications, and navigate a landscape of distractions that fracture our focus. By carving out 1 hour of non-negotiable time, we reclaim sovereignty over our existence. This is the distinction between existing within a system and intentionally building one. It is an acknowledgement that while we cannot control the chaos of the external world, we can absolutely govern the internal landscape of our habits. This hour represents a sanctuary of intent, a space where the noise of the world is silenced to make room for the resonance of personal growth. The psychological impact of this discipline is profound. Success, in any meaningful sense, is rarely the result of luck. It is the result of preparation meeting opportunity, but that preparation is often grueling and invisible. When a person commits to 1 hour a day, they are practicing the art of showing up. There is a specific type of mental fortitude that is built when one chooses to engage in difficult work when they would rather rest. This daily ritual builds a reservoir of self-trust. Each time the clock starts and the work begins, a promise made to the self is kept. Over time, this transforms one's identity from someone who merely wishes for change into someone who actively engineers it. It shifts the internal narrative from a state of passive hoping to a state of active becoming. In terms of skill acquisition, the mathematics of consistency are undeniable. In a single year, 1 hour a day totals 365 hours. In the context of professional development or creative mastery, this is a staggering amount of focused energy. To put this in perspective, many introductory university courses are completed in fewer than 45 hours of lecture time. By dedicating this hour, an individual can effectively master multiple new disciplines or reach the top tier of their current field within a few years. The key, however, is not just the duration but the intensity. This is about deep work, the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. In this state, the brain undergoes physical changes, strengthening neural pathways and allowing for levels of insight that are impossible to reach in short, distracted bursts. Furthermore, this practice addresses the modern epidemic of perceived scarcity. We often confuse being busy with being productive. We fill our schedules with low-value tasks that provide a false sense of accomplishment while the truly transformative goals remain on the horizon, untouched. 1 hour of dedicated, high-leverage activity can often produce more results than 8 hours of shallow work. It forces a prioritization of values. If you only have 1 hour to change your life, you will not spend it answering emails or organizing a desk. You will spend it on the activities that move the needle. Whether that is writing, studying, physical conditioning, or deep reflection, the focus is on the essential. The ripple effect of this hour extends far beyond the 60 minutes themselves. When you begin your day with a victory of discipline, it sets a psychological tone for every subsequent hour. You carry yourself differently. You make better decisions. You are less likely to succumb to the trivialities of the day because you have already invested in something significant. There is a sense of momentum that carries over. Conversely, if this hour is taken at the end of the day, it serves as a powerful way to ensure that regardless of what happened during the workday, progress was made. It ensures that your personal evolution is never sacrificed at the altar of professional or social obligations. Let us examine the nature of resistance. Whenever an individual attempts to implement a change of this magnitude, they will encounter an internal pushback. There will be mornings when the bed is too warm, or evenings when the mind is too tired. There will be voices that whisper that 1 hour is insignificant in the grand scheme of things. This is the most critical threshold to cross. The transformation does not happen because the work is easy, it happens because the commitment is unwavering. The true value of the hour lies in the days when you do not want to do it. It is in those moments of resistance that character is forged. By pushing through, you are training your brain to prioritize long-term rewards over short-term comfort. This hour also provides a necessary space for failure and iteration. In the rush of daily life, We are often afraid to try new things because we fear the consequences of failing in public or in high-stakes environments. A dedicated hour of private practice creates a laboratory for experimentation. It is a safe space to be a beginner, to make mistakes, and to refine one's craft away from the judgment of the world. Mastery is a process of elimination, learning what does not work until only what does work remains. Without a dedicated window for this process, growth stagnates. We become stuck in our current level of competency, repeating the same patterns and expecting different results. The cultural obsession with shortcuts has blinded many to the power of the slow burn. We want the result without the process. We want the transformation without the time. But the most enduring changes in life are those that are woven into the fabric of our daily routine. A life is simply a collection of days, and a day is a collection of hours. If you change the hour, you change the day. If you change the day, you change the life. It is a simple equation with complex and beautiful results. This is not about radical overnight shifts. It is about the quiet, relentless pursuit of excellence. It is about the belief that you are worth the investment of 60 minutes. Ultimately, this practice is an act of faith. It is an investment in a future version of yourself that does not yet exist. It requires a vision that extends beyond the immediate horizon and a stomach for the boredom that often accompanies true growth. The world celebrates the highlight reel, but the real work happens in the shadows, during that 1 hour when no one is watching and no one is cheering. It is the cumulative power of these hours that creates the success the world eventually applauds. If you desire a life that is different from the one you currently lead, you must be willing to do what most are not. You must claim your time, guard it fiercely, and use it to build the foundation of the person you are meant to become.